Today's video, I really want to talk about the topic of lust, which is something that a lot of people unfortunately are dealing with. I'd say it's one of probably the biggest issues, the thing separating us from our soul the most in society, affecting the most amount of people. And it's just really torturous one. It's self-inflicted torture is really what lust is. But the only way you escape it is not really by fighting it, it's by fleeing from it. Because whenever you still have this attachment to lust, it essentially indicates that you're attached to lust. You believe that, like, maybe deep down, it's bad, but it feels good, and you don't want to drop it. You give it so much sway, so much power, and you feel like there's something in it that's going to do good for you, but in reality it's not. You have to completely do away with that illusion, really. It's a self-illusion, or it's a self-curated illusion, and it's not real, and you know it to be not real deep down. That's why every time that you engage in lust, in lustful activities, it always feels like it's damaging your soul, and it's for that reason. That's essentially what it is there to do. It's put chains on yourself, bound yourself to demonic attachments. It lets those creep in because it weakens your aura, it weakens your spirit whenever you're constantly engaging in lust, and it'll make discipline impossible. You're a slave to yourself, really, and you think this thing feels good, but in reality, like, take a look at what you're sacrificing by participating in this, by engaging with this. What you really got to do is you got to flee from it. If it arrives, you got to deny it instantly and take yourself out of the situation that's causing it. You got to hold yourself accountable, and you got to be strict with it. You can't there's no opportunity for lust, right? I mean, it's gonna seep in sometimes, but you always gotta call it away and not give it the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, this time it's different, oh, this circumstance allows for it. No circumstance should lust be engaged with, under no circumstance, because it's always going to lead you astray. It's going to sever your connection with your soul, with God and pure light, and that's really what it's meant to do. Is it just binds you but tricks you into thinking that you're free in doing it. That's the best way that it could really be explained. Is it's a false sense of freedom that is really your own bondage. And I think whenever you're entering that self-destructive tendency, then maybe you have a demonic attachment, and you got to be praying that away, your demonic attachment, doing what you can to purify your mind, body, soul, spirit. And the lust doesn't purify it, we'll say that. It's just gonna degrade it and attract in more dark, more negative, more self-betrayal, more self-destruction, really. And that's all it leads to, is it leads down a road of self-destruction, because it is self-destruction. There's no self-building or self-alignment with a higher purpose in terms of lust. Not at all. It might trick you into thinking so, but no, not even in the slightest. It's the exact opposite. But the illusion is heavy with it, but we know that it's bad, but sometimes we give in. But that's because at that point you're maybe not fully ready to let go of it, but you gotta weigh your options, and it's not good. And you gotta be truly, with an honest heart, willing to let go of it, and you will honestly succeed whenever you do that. You're gonna come out on top of lust. You're gonna win the war. You might not win every battle, but you're gonna win the war, and you're not gonna fall to lust the same way that you did in the past. For example, you might not act on your lust. Like, it might attack you in the mind, but you're going to deflect it. You're going to call it away, and you're not going to pursue it physically, lust. That's the point where I'm at. Whenever you drop off porn, whenever you drop off whatever it may be that you're participating in lustfully, it's still going to be in your mind, but you're going to have what it takes to get rid of it, to reduce it, and to not pursue it physically in ways that are going to destroy you. You're going to have power over it because you're going to understand what it is, and you're going to not allow it to sway your spirit away from its purpose. You're not just going to allow it to do that. But whenever you aren't aware, or whenever you don't want to be aware, or whenever you're lying to yourself in self-deceit, and you're just engaging in the self-destruction, then what is going to happen is it's going to get the best of you every time, but you can't let it do that. No, it's not a good thing. It only damages your soul, your spirit. It kills your ability to focus on things, to be disciplined, to be consistent. And yeah, it really just spikes the dopamine, and not in good ways. Nope. don't let lust get the better of you, but you got to be consistent with denying it and running from it. I think that's kind of the key. And just being always like consistent in your mindset regarding lust. Don't be wish-washy, like one moment is bad, one moment, oh, it's all right. It's got to be bad in every moment, and then you're going to see how it's attacking your vibration whenever you want to go back to it. You're going to see how it's coming over you, and yeah, that's not good. Ask for that to go away, and it will, as long as you're being honest, as long as you're being truthful, and as long as you're aligning your actions with that, with your spirit, which is telling you that you don't want lust, and you're aligning your actions with that consistently and with intention, with purpose, you're gonna, escape lust's grip. It's not gonna have that power over you. It's not gonna have that same appeal that it did in the past, because it's actually very degrading, really, whenever you observe lust and examine it and see how it afflicts people. It's very degrading to your spirit, to your soul, to your body, to everything. And we don't want to be participating in things that are degrading to us in that way. We should really be aiming to grade. I don't think that's the opposite. We should find the value, the true value, unveil the value through consistency, through work, for your body, working out, eating healthy, for your mind, spirit, soul, meditating, prayer, journaling, creation. And that's really the things we got to be doing, are the things that are going to be breeding positive things in our life, and not destruction and not distraction, and not derailing us. And lust is one of the heaviest derailers out there. No matter how big the train is, it's going to derail you if you allow it to, if you constantly engage with it whenever it's in your path. But hey, there is another track you could turn off onto. You don't have to choose to gravitate towards lust. And I just wanted to let you know that that's an option, is to get it out of your path. It's all in the mind. Deny it consistently, and it'll reduce, it'll go away, and it won't have the same hold over you. And you've got what it takes. I never thought I had what it takes in the past, but I clearly do, because I'm at a point where I'm not engaging with it anymore. I'm not allowing it to manifest physically, spiritually, and I'm being honest with myself and not like lying and allowing it to develop. That's one thing that we do. Like, we deceive ourselves just to allow it to develop. Oh, it's like we could just toy with it. It's not going to go anywhere. But no, that's how it goes somewhere. And that is it physically going somewhere in that moment, because you're dropping your guard. You got to have a high guard with lust. You got to be consistently always denying it, running from it, and you're going to get out of it. Trust me. It's not as hard as it seems whenever you start getting into the flow of it. Momentum brings good stuff. I guess it depends on the direction of the momentum. If you're going in a momentum, if you have momentum where you're engaging in a lot of lust, you're going to go deeper into that. But if you are refraining, you're halting, you're going back, then you're going to come away from that, and you're going to be very grateful for it. You're going to experience aspects of your soul, your mind, that you were asleep to in the past. And that's all I could really say. It's going to be an amazing journey. Just trust in the process. It'll all sort itself out, and as long as you're consistent, though. You got to be the one at the helm, inviting in pure light and being consistent with your mindset, with your denial. I love you guys. Have a great one. And so it is.